Hi everyone. This is a story about a party gone wrong. So my friend Chelsea, along with her boyfriend Brandon, and Brandon's best friend Sully and Sully's girlfriend Gemma got a boss apartment in the Grove Street neighborhood of Jersey City with a beautiful view of New York City. It had a balcony that stretched the length of the apartment. Brandon and Chelsea paid more so they can get the main bedroom with the ensuite bathroom and a glass door leading out to the balcony. So the four of them were so excited, they decided they were going to have a housewarming party. Chelsea envisioned a wine party with just a few close friends. Brandon's idea of a good time was having a few guys over for football. Sully wanted a full-out dance party that he would DJ. And Gemma, she could only see disaster. So the night of the party, I went with Val and his roommate Carlo. We had brought wine with us because we were thinking it's going to be a wine party. And we also bought a gift. Our friends Sanjay and Priya came and they also brought a gift and they brought wine too. They were under the same impression because we got invited by Chelsea. Brandon told a couple of his buddies that they were going to watch some football. I think it was a preseason game, and Brandon had streamed it that day and told them, don't watch the game, we'll watch it together. So they came bringing beer and snacks, things like that. And Sully, he invited practically the whole nightclub that he DJs at. So there were quite an assortment of characters there. And Gemma, she could only see disaster because she's like, how are we going to accommodate all these people in this not so big apartment? So Brandon set up his laptop in the dining room and streamed a game, and he and his buddy sat with beer and pretzels, potato chips, and they had a pizza in there as well. That wasn't really part of the menu at the party because the party was catered. So there was more like chicken parm and chicken marsala, I believe was there, and baked ziti, you know, the buffet stuff. But they were in there eating pizza. So, and hooting and hollering as they were enjoying their game. We were out on the balcony with wine and appies and just talking and mingling and drinking. Sully had full command of the living room. He was blasting his music, and some of his dance party spilled out onto the balcony, and the door was left open constantly. So we were screaming and yelling. Just to have a conversation, we were yelling and talking over the music. So Carlo was awkward. He's very socially awkward, and instead of mingling, he drank. And he drank, and he drank. So after a while, Val and I were just kind of enjoying ourselves, and we were making the rounds, and we actually went inside and danced for a bit. So after we made the rounds, we came back onto the balcony, and Carlo looked like he was ready to hurl. So Val's like, buddy, let's go. I'm going to take you to the bathroom. But before he could do that, Carlo, he broke away and ran over to the balcony railing and hurled. So I forgot this part, but earlier in the evening, there was a noise complaint. So now that Carlo puked over the balcony railing, the cops were back for a second time. So Val talks to the two policemen, and at that moment we had Carlo. We each had one of his arms around our shoulders. We're trying to walk him out the door. So the policemen they said to Val, somebody told us that somebody threw up in the courtyard from the balcony. So Val told the policeman, well, the source of the puke is leaving. So the cops just, stepped aside, and we left for the night with Carlo. And that was before the fun really began. It was about midnight. We had to leave because he was sick. And we also did not live very close at all. We had to drop him home, and then we had to we were going to go back to my place. So we left with Carlo, and this was told to me around 1 or 2 in the morning. Mostly everybody else left. My friend Priya told me she left with her boyfriend, and a couple of my other friends left. So there was probably a handful of people sitting around the living room, and Kyle thought it would be a good idea to scare Brandon and Chelsea, because Brandon and Chelsea had said goodnight. They were going to bed. So Kyle came up with this idea to wait a little bit till they're sleeping and he would scare them. And he later told us that Sully put him up to it, but Sully says he did not. He had no idea that this was happening, so I don't know who's lying in this case. A little bit later, Brandon was sleeping in the bedroom, and Chelsea had decided to take a shower. So she was in the ensuite bathroom with the water running and had no idea any of this was happening. So Brandon was asleep in bed, and Kyle tapped on the glass. He was standing on the balcony outside the door, and he started tapping on the glass. And Brandon woke up. And once Brandon realized it was Kyle, he ran out and chased Kyle onto the balcony, and Kyle ran into the living room. So Brandon tackled Kyle, and somehow Kyle's shoe fell off. But Kyle scrambled to his feet and ran out the front door into the hallway, and Brandon chased Kyle with sneaker in hand and threw it at Kyle's head. A minute later, because of all the commotion, the cops were back again, and Brandon had explained what happened. So by then it's like 4 a.m. and the rest of them had to clean up, and Chelsea came out of the shower in her bathrobe, and she's like, what's going on here? So they didn't throw another party there for a while. They had to lay low because neighbors were kind of pissed at them. They had gotten dirty looks in the lobby by the mailboxes. But so they did lay low, but they did throw a couple more really good parties after that. And maybe I'll get around to telling about those stories, but nothing really earth-shattering happened at the following parties. They were actually quite mellow, even though one of them, Kyle, was there, but things were pretty mellow by then. Well, that will do it for today. Thanks for stopping by and watching my video. If you like this story, please comment, like, hype, subscribe, all that stuff. Also, hit that notification bell so you never miss another video.